Hello Capricorns, and welcome to your reading for January 2015. So this month overall looks like an emotional month, but it might be a month for love. I see a lot of court cards in your reading for this month. I'm doing something kind of different than I did last month. Each week gets 3 cards instead of 1. That way we get a little more of an in-depth look at each week. So what's in store for the first week for you Capricorns? We start off with the 6 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, and the Page of Swords. There's your first court card. Okay, so for the first week of January, with the 6 of Pentacles, this means that you are feeling very generous with your resources. This could be money, time, energy, but it's usually money. And you're probably not paying attention to where all your resources are going. Maybe you're spending a little too carelessly. So my advice to you is to pay attention where your resources are going, so later on you won't come up with a deficit. With the 2 of Wands, you have a choice or a decision coming up in the first week. It's going to be a difficult decision for you because the 2 paths, it's like coming to a fork in the road. The 2 paths look very similar. The choices are going to look very similar, and the problem is, though, that the outcome, the future outcome, the ramifications of this choice are going to be very different in the future. So it's best that you, as you're thinking upon these choices, you try to envision what consequences or where these choices could lead you down the road. Because they're going to be 2 very different paths as you keep going down them. With the Page of Swords, this indicates it's usually a young person, someone of adolescence, but they are very intelligent. They could be, it's not necessarily a good thing. You might be having problems with adolescence or with somebody of that age in the first week, at the end of the first week of January. It could be about somebody who, and this could be yourself, somebody who lacks experience. They have all the knowledge, but they lack experience. But they might be kind of cocky or egotistical just because they have the knowledge. It's kind of like when you're learning how to drive a car and you've read the books and you've passed the permit test and you know how to technically drive a car. But the fact is you lack experience, and until you have that experience, you're not going to be a good driver. And the only way to get that is with practice and time. So with the second week of January, we have the Queen of Cups. Here's your second court card. Judgment. And the Knight of Cups, third court card. A lot of different type of personalities coming into your life in January. So with the Queen of Cups, this is a reflection of somebody who is emotional, and it's a feminine energy. It could be yourself, it could be somebody else. They're not necessarily depressed, but they are emotional. They could be sympathetic or concerned. Could be your mother or a mother, somebody like a mother substitute, somebody who's playing that role. And it could be yourself. You could be questioning if a relationship is going to last. With Judgment, Judgment could have a couple meanings. Okay, Judgment could be like a karmic effect, good or bad. I don't really do reverse readings, but ideally, if you did a reverse reading where the cards turn up reversed, this could come out either way. It could come out that past actions, the ramifications of those are now coming up, and it could be that you are, getting rewarded for something great that you've done in the past, or you are not. You are getting paid for something, in a bad way, for something that you've done in the past. So when I see judgment, I think of karma. Another meaning that judgment could have is that you are being called to do something. If you can tell in the picture, there is a horn that an angel, or whoever that character is supposed to be, is blowing, and that often means that you are being called to do something. The character is also wearing a hat that is symbolizing Mercury, which has to do with communication. So whatever you are being called to do, you want to, if this is the meaning for you, you want to do it. Make sure that you're listening to your calling and not somebody else's, or something that somebody else wants you to do. If this is a karmic effect or something, hopefully it's a positive thing, but it could just simply mean that you have things coming up. Maybe you have a court case coming up. Maybe a person involved in those matters will enter your life. A lawyer, a judge, things like that. With the Knight of Cups, this is another character entering your life, or again, it could be yourself. An emotional, masculine energy. You could be invited to something, a vacation with friends, something that's going to make you happy. You could be like, with knights, sometimes it means travel to some kind of event. It's also a romantic character. So it could be you or somebody else, and it could be an invitation to a relationship for love. So some kind of romantic character entering your life at the end of the second week of January. Okay, for the third week of January, we have the Queen of Swords, another court card. Five of Swords. And the King of Pentacles. Okay, so again, more different types of people coming into your life this month. Queen of Swords. This is somebody who, it's a feminine energy, obviously. This is somebody who is intelligent, somebody who's witty, maybe even a bit sarcastic. Somebody who's ambitious. This could be you, or it could be somebody else coming into your life. I'm not really sure how they're going to affect your life if it is somebody else, but it's somebody who is who's been through a lot. They have a thick skin. They are tough, and they are willing to fight on their own behalf, and yours too if need be. So hopefully there's no reason to fight. I think that this person will, when I see the Queen of Swords, and in this card particularly, she's a redhead. And this reminds me of a person I've known in my life. And, I kind of put her in that role of playing the Queen of Swords in my life. And she's a very sarcastic person. She does have a thick skin. And not much hurts her. This is, the character is somebody who is, they could be an educator. They could be somebody who works with things technically. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it right, but they're fiery. Okay, so just expect that kind of character coming into your life for the 3rd week of January. Or it could be yourself, and perhaps you might have to use your wit or your intelligence or your thick skin to fight on your own behalf for somebody that you love, or just defend yourself with your thick skin. Okay, with the 5 of Swords, this is all about winning a battle. So perhaps, you know, if you read these 2 cards together in context, perhaps you are fighting a battle, and by the middle of the week you will have won that battle. But the problem with this is you have sacrificed some things to win this battle. You have to think about what you've sacrificed. You know, did your quick wit or did your sharp tongue, did it hurt somebody's feelings? You know, did you say something that maybe you regret in the heat of the moment while you were defending yourself, and now you feel bad that you've done that you've hurt someone's feelings just to win over your point of view or something. So with the 5 of Swords, you know, you've won the battle, but there's a cost to winning every battle, and you got to weigh whether it was worth it or not. You might have to, you know, maybe do some apologizing or try to smooth things over. I'm not really sure. But it does indicate a battle being won in the middle of the 3rd week, and it's bittersweet because everyone likes to win the battle, but how you had to go about to do it, that might be in question. Okay, so with the King of Pentacles, this is a masculine energy that is all about business sense, all about financial matters, and they're very wise. So perhaps you'll be getting some advice about financial matters by a wiser person. Perhaps you'll be giving the advice if this character is you. Either way, you will need to take advice if you are, sorry, I said either way, but if you are the one receiving advice, you need to take their advice. They're very wise and know better than you. If you are this person, then great, good for you. You will be in luck financially and do well for the end of the 3rd week of January. My baby just woke up. Okay, for the 4th week.
He just woke up.
Oh, come here. Oh, okay. Okay, it's all right. It's all right. Mommy was doing a reading. Yes. Can Daddy hold you for a minute? We'll try to do this with him. He's still a little tired. Okay, so for the 4th week, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So for the beginning of the 4th week, the last week of January, we're still dealing with financial matters. Perhaps you'll have to travel for a business trip or something. Perhaps a friend will come in and give you some kind of aid with resources. Perhaps you'll have to loan out money or borrow money, depending on if this character is you or somebody else. With the 9 of Cups, you're feeling very happy, very joyous. This is a card all about having what you want and celebrating and being happy and drinks on the house for everyone. And the card, it depicts that so well. So whatever this business stuff is, this financial stuff is, I feel like you're going to be doing well, because in the middle of the last week of January, you are going to just have a bounty and feel like sharing it. And if you are getting married this month, this is a great card to get, because this means you get to marry the person you desire. And hopefully you desire this person if you are planning on getting married to them. But it's probably the best choice for you, and that's always a good sign. It's a card mostly about abundance and happiness with what you have. For the last card of the month, the Ace of Cups. Great card to get. Couldn't imagine a better card, any of the aces, to end out your month. Aces are always a gift from the universe, so a gift of love. So perhaps you are getting married this month. Perhaps you're having a baby or something that will bring on these new emotions, these new experiences that you've never had. And that's always a great gift to get. So Ace of Cups, gift from the universe, and that's pretty much the simple explanation of it. It has to do with matters of the heart. So as you can tell, I do my videos while my baby is napping, and occasionally he likes to wake up. He's been a little snotty today. But Capricorn, I hope you really enjoyed this reading. If you find it helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If this correlates with what happened in the month of January, please comment below. I always love to hear things like that. And yeah, I guess I will see you next month. And I hope that you guys all have a happy new year. Bye.